Hey, what's up? I wanted to make a video just reflecting on getting through all of Echoes, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, when it wasn't time gated. Non time gated Destiny 2 content is some of the most amazing, enriching space shooter, sci fi, drama, BS that you could ever do. Especially when you think about how great the level design of the exotic mission was, right? Like, that was just a really well thought out, big, expansive, detailed, lore filled plunge, and it was great to experience it without it being time gated. I mean, I know initially it was like a week to week thing, but I knocked it out in, I want to say, a week, and that's playing casually, just on the weekends. Um, it was great. I'm shocked at how much I enjoyed it. I heard everyone say bad things about it, like Echoes is bad, and I watched a by floor video, and I was reminded that it came out around the time of the Bungie layoffs, which was horrible. It was time gated, and it was that seasonal time gated story drip feed style content, which was horrible. But waiting until the last 2 months of the entire expansion, jumping back in and just getting to play content when it's not time gated was just like chef's kiss. It was great. Absolutely adored it. Honestly, it was a blast. I played things out of order. I finished Heresy. Heresy was great story wise. I enjoyed Echoes. It was a smaller story, less overall impactful, but more of like a isolated story within Destiny. I like the tragic romance aspect of it between the bad guy or the bad chick or the bad robot, whatever. I thought it was good. I thought it expanded Vex lore and set up like a bad guy of the future. I was a little disappointed I didn't get to shoot the bad guy in the face, but whatever. Can't get mad about all those tiny details. I mean, I appreciated it. I think the reason I enjoyed it so much is because I didn't have to wait week to week for things to kind of continue. Time gated content is the worst thing. I understand that they gotta get people coming in week after week, but I feel like that's what the PvP should be for, you know? Honestly, so far, I gotta give my return to Destiny 2 in 2005 like a big two thumbs up. A solid A minus. Like, this could have been A plus 9 out of 10 experience if it wasn't for a few things. Mainly the fact that I'm playing content that was time gated. I can't ignore that. I mean, how frustrated must I have been to, in the past go through this time gated nonsense? I'm just not doing it anymore. Anything time gated, I'm just waiting for a long time and then jumping into play. But outside of it being time gated and some of the dialogue being removed because of bugs and stuff like that, I really enjoyed it. Anyone looking to come back in 2005 that's played the final shape but hasn't played the DLCs and the things afterwards, come back, knock out the story. Dive into the exotic quests, explore by yourself, go without looking up any guides, and then pull up a guide later if you get stuck. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to see what Revenant has. It's not time gated either, so I mean it's such a blessing I think to be able to play Destiny content when it's not time gated. So waiting to the end of the expansion is just great. There's a lot of great games out there, a lot of things vying for your attention. And I think if you have the DLC already, Destiny is definitely a solid return to Destiny in 2025. I don't know how I'm phrasing this, but it's good. Come back just to take out the stuff that you haven't seen. You don't have to even farm it that much, especially if you're like me and you already have like all the guns and stuff like that. But come back, check out the story, knock it out. I got to dive into the dungeon soon. I had a lot of success with Fire Team Finder as well. With fewer people in the community, I'm personally not running into as much toxic, weird, odd BS. But to be honest, I'm kind of keeping it on a solo grind as much as I possibly can just to enjoy my, you know, just flow through the game. I did have a good time hanging out with buddies, so don't get me wrong. Definitely had a blast hanging out with the crew. But in terms of LFG and running into randoms, I'm keeping that to the minimum, and I'm finding myself having a pretty good time. So come back, check it out, knock out the story, see what it has. I'm not too happy with the marathon drama. I'm not too happy with some of the decisions Bungie corporate has made. I'm not too happy with a lot of things, like a lot of Destiny and Bungie fans. But one thing I can say for certain, coming back to Destiny 2 in 2005, prior to or just around the time of Right of the Nine is just great. It's not time dated because all the content's been out for a while, and being able to breeze
Approach.
through.
I have no time for shyness.
All right, well, I'll just walk away then. Having the ability to go through stuff that is just good content without it being limited by whatever Bungie's release schedule is definitely the way to experience the game. So, to anybody watching out there that's been on the fence, come back, knock out the story, and then call it a day. All right, peace.